It's Thursday the 13th of August 2020. Had nearly finished the day again, so been a very busy week. So I was pleased about the early finish today. And I had to wait for a phone call before I could get out, so I've just had it. And just on my way down the river again. Haven't been down here since the 2nd of August. So, been a while. I know nothing changes like, but it's quite handy for a local walk. Nice and peaceful. Quiet down by the river. Just have a little peep over there. Yeah. I've only got 48% battery. I hope I still have enough to just do this walk. If not, well, we'll know why it ended quickly. But I think it'll be enough for a little video anyway. Weather's been fantastic lately, a few days, but I say fantastic, I'm not really one for the heat. It's nice and cool today, so that's another reason I thought get out. Down the usual ramp, and over the bridge. There's 2 cars up the top, so there's somebody down here somewhere. There's the usual sight one direction. And the other. I've only brought this camera the day I know I brought me camcorder. So, bound to see something I want to film in that camera, but anyway, that's a look at the draw. I have a very busy day at work tomorrow. And the weekend's supposed to be something like about now, I think. Just having a look at the river. And my plan up to now is go up the Roman wall, I think. And do a walk up there. I've never been up there for a little while, so I'm going to do a bit further than what I normally do. Cover an area I've never covered, and part of a one that I have covered. So hopefully that'll go okay. It's very quiet. I passed 2 young lads with a dog so far. I'm on the Lovelock Bridge. I thought I had counted 7 the last time. I'd have to look on a previous video, but there's actually 6 on here, not 7. Oh, that's how many there is now. I've just had a look. I like to have a check just to see how many other people's putting locks on. And left as we're probably all know. Oh, there's my phone ringing. Better answer that. Right, I'm along the narrow bit strip. Never passed anybody yet, like, not like on a pathway. Passed people down by the river now. So the phone call was from a mate of mine asking if I had any camera cables, but what they're using is old-fashioned gear. I says, nah, never used that for years. So he just had a laugh, but anyway, couldn't help him. He says, you just round the corner. I went, might be just round the corner, but I'm not round the corner right now. So I'm out on a walk. But couldn't help them anyway with what they're using. Lo and behold, look what we see here. Usual. Need comment on it, I've made enough comments on them. So, I'm at the fish pass. I don't see much difference, but water's still flowing and everything. Maybe there's a few different tree branches and that in the water, because this is where they get stuck here. Well, I've just passed the fish pass there. This is all very calm as it usually is, and just a way up this track. Next stop will be the little logs where I normally sit. Just wondering if I'm going to see any ducks or anything like that. See nothing at the minute. But yeah, it's very quiet. It's always better to come through the week, really. Doesn't matter where you go. Like, if you've seen the video of sea houses at the weekend, it was heaving. Not a good idea to go on a weekend. Not this time of year, anyway. I went at the beginning of this COVID and it was empty. I was the only one in the car park, which was amazing, but everything was shut. So, apart from the chippy, which was ideal at the time. Don't see anybody fishing even. Not yet anyway. We'll see how it goes. I was at the derwent reservoir this morning, sorting out a job. Well, to see if it could be done. And it can, so that's handy. Just waiting for the gear to come for that. But the derwent reservoir has lost a load of water again. I did mention this a couple of years ago. I mean, it goes to show we get a few days of heat and it's unbelievable how quick the water disappears. So need to go to old rainstorm to fill that up again. It's way down. I've seen it worse, but it looked way down when I was driving around it today. Still a beautiful area, like, for walking and everything. But so is this, on the doorstep. Just ideal. Tell you something, the river is very clear today. I mean, you might not tell on the camera, but looking with your eyes, it's pretty clear. I could almost see fish if there was any here. Of course, I presume they're better at seeing you than you are seeing them. Being adapted to the water and everything. The water's rushing quite quick up there. We'll be going past that in a minute, we'll have a look. I just wonder how they get down here. I mean, I'm sort of 3/4 of a way across the river here. And the only way they can get past is through here. So they must do a bit flapping around to get all these bits of rocks and that over here. Because this is all blocked off. Unless, I mean, if the river gets quite high, then it'll just come over the top, I suppose. But anyway, as I say, it's running very fast up there. See what it's like when we get there. It actually looks like there's a big piece of a tree branch across, halfway across as well. Yeah, well, there it is. There's another one over there as well. That must be a bumpy old ride for the fish down there, like. Aye, so off we'll go again. It's lovely actually, temperature's just nice for walking, really nice. Well, I made it to the tree stumps. I just seen my first rat ever along here. I presume there's quite a few over night time, but it just ran along this path in front of us when I was coming this direction. Wasn't very big, like, but it's the first one I've seen anyway. So, time to have 5 minutes. My favourite spot for sitting along here. Well, that's the end of my seat for 5. River's looking very quiet. Still never passed anybody yet. So definitely picked a good time to come down, for sure. So once again I'm planning on up through the woods and back that way. See how long this field is at the top. Should have been a quite improvement in 2 weeks. I don't suppose it'll have been harvest yet, but we'll have to wait and see till we get up there. I think it's about another half a mile before we get to the field. I just seen a pair of buzzards in a tree over there, and then 2 deer come running across that hill. One of them is still just on the brow of the hill there, and the other one ran across the field and went into these woods where I'm heading now. But I very much doubt I'll see it in the woods. Might if I'm lucky, but I don't think so. It'll be away now. But I thought the 2 of them might have stuck together, but they didn't. There's a couple up there. I just pointed out the deer to them. And the pair of buzzards in the tree. So yeah, this brown field here, there's a deer come running across. It stopped in the middle and was watching, and it went down and in, so it's in here somewhere. But seeing it in amongst the trees is another story. And here we'll go into the trees. Obviously it's a bit darker in here, so it'll be way ahead of me now, I presume. For one thing, they're not just going to stand around while you pass them. Not here, I wouldn't think, anyway. But, I mean, it could be down there. Could be anywhere now, like. That guy I've just talked to, he went, I wouldn't care, we've just come through the trees. I says, right. And I'm just going through myself. But, as I say, I haven't got much chance of seeing it in here. This brown field here, that's where the deer came down here. And I was standing around the corner. So the other one's up there somewhere, but I can't see it now. I can hear the buzzards still calling, because they're flying again, but no sign of the deer. Be nice if it came down here while I was standing here, because it wouldn't see us behind this bush until it got pretty close, I would have thought. But probably went the other direction up there. But the other one's here somewhere, but never find it now. Unless it went through here and went into the next field, I don't know. 30% battery left. So, looks like I'm going to be okay. I like this bit. you're actually walking downhill in it. It's kind of darkish, but on the screen it looks quite bright. But yeah, it's nice, peaceful, quiet, cool. Dog's crap there, and I stood in it again. Look where I look down. Yeah, well, better luck, we might see it when we get to the field at the end. Or the other one. Beauty about walking through these trees. They give you a good view of what's in the field beyond the trees. So if there's any deer or anything there, you've got cover and you can see them, but there's nothing in there. And I checked the field before that one. There was nothing in there either. So it looks like that's the end of that. But good anyway. Seen 2 deer and 2 buzzards. As usual, wish I had the other camera. And would have got a closer look, but not to worry. At least I've seen them, that's the main thing. Nice to see a bit of wildlife. I can still hear the buzzards crying out above my head. So they're still above these trees. Looking for a meal, I presume. Another field here. But can't see nothing in that one either. The buzzard is just passed through the trees there. It is coming this way. There's a big gap here, we might see it. If it goes that way, or turns around, would be ideal. There it is. Hope you can see it in the screen. Seen the one the other week carrying a pigeon, man. It was unbelievable. And it flew just over the top of my head. Well, last time I came, I went up that way through them woods. This time I'm going down over, just to make a different route, that's all. And then it brings you out at the fish pass again, and then back along the little track. Bit breezy round here because it's in the open, and I was starting to warm up a bit, so it's a nice effect, cooling you down a bit. And this is actually part of the driveway to the house over there. It comes right down from the A68. Plus it's a public footpath as well, of course. Now my website, what I've just started to work on, thewalkingwithian.co.uk. I'm going to put I'm going to attempt to put a photo album thing on, where I'm going to take pictures and upload photos to it. So that should be interesting. I might have a go at that tonight. Put the album on. I mean, I haven't got any photos yet. Well, I have, but I want to start with some fresh photos of me walks and that. While I'm videoing, I'll take a few photographs at the same time, if anything I think's worth keeping a hold of. But I'll have to see what kind of photo album I can come up with first of all. So it's just over this stile in the corner here. That bit carries on to the lady's house down there, and this bit goes back onto the public footpath. They've got a little bit thing there to get your dog through. And then everybody else climbs over the top. And then out the gate. Or you can come up and down them stones there, that's a good idea. So the fish pass is just at the end of here and round the corner. And that's where we came up earlier. We're going to go back down. That's the narrow path where at the beginning of COVID nobody liked to bump into each other on that path. Now nobody gives a hoot. It's almost as though it doesn't exist anymore. But there you go, there's a fish pass just there. I'm going to have just enough battery to finish this. I have to get it charged up for Saturday. So this bagger I pointed out before was not somebody I'll leave it there and pick it up on the way back. That was I'll leave it there full stop. So anyway, as I say, any comment on that really? Past all them comments. There's somebody tapping away in the woods over there with something at them now. What? It's not a woodpecker or nothing, it's somebody with a hammer doing something. Made it through the narrow path, almost back at the Lovelock Bridge. Still haven't passed anybody, so this has been the most quietest day I think I've ever had down here. I mean, I passed that couple on the top, up in the woods, but not down here. Never passed anybody at all. There's not even people walking their dogs and out. So, well, that's good. Very good. I've enjoyed this walk. Got about half a mile-ish left. Well, I didn't go here on the way because there was people down here, and I always walk on this bit because it's so nice to get next to the water and everything. As you can see, I often film that up there. But you can definitely tell the water is a lot lower than what it normally is. But that's alright. We'll get some rain shortly, probably. Hopefully when I'm not working. I was working outside, it's no fun in the wind, in the rain. Get soaking on your first job, the rest of the day is miserable. It's not so bad getting wet on your last job, but if you're wet from 10 o'clock in the morning, you don't feel over good for the rest of the day. You feel very uncomfortable. It's nice just to take a minute and listen to the rain, the rain. Listen to the river flowing. It's not a great left on the battery, so I'll have to make my final in a second or two. Well, this is Thursday the 13th, 2020. Not sure of the time at the minute now, but I'm almost finished my walk for the day. Done about 4.5 miles, so I'm happy with that. So I would just like to say thanks for watching. Please keep following and watching. I enjoy making them. I just hope you enjoy watching them and don't think they're too boring, but obviously some good ones to come. The weekend up at Hadrian's Wall, and next month down in Wales, which I'm really looking forward to. I'll have all the cameras with us, a drone, this, my Osmo Pocket, and camcorder. Probably a quite heavy walk carrying everything like, but I'm going to take a couple of drones, but I'll just take one with us at a time. Hoping to get up the top of Mount Snowdon and walk down as well. Maybe walk up and down, depending on the weather, of course. Really looking forward to it. So, right, thanks for watching. Take care, be safe, and as you can see, just heading over the bridge. Last couple of views. I might not be here for another week or so. So there you go. Take care, see you in the next one. Bye for now.